was a sound.
That was hot.
That was a sound. And that's like a traditional opening.
Yeah.
This is also a ceremony too.
It is. And
Yeah.
for those of you that are watching, it's a little bit of a mess in here. We're standing.
Yeah, which the camera will probably be able to, most definitely be able to tell because normally we're sitting.
Yeah.
But
I've noticed in the last episode that I was editing that I look like a fucking giant when I'm sitting here.
What do you mean?
I don't know if it's the fact that I just like the camera might be a little bit closer to me.
Uh-huh.
But I look just massive. And it's not even like, I don't even think it's like the camera adds like 10 pounds or something.
Yeah,
I just look like
huge. There's like an illusion that you just seem like you're towering over me.
Huh. And like we're the same height.
Are we?
I think, you lean a lot.
I do. I'm a slouch for sure.
Yeah.
I like to slouch.
Well, yeah, you were doing that, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm definitely taller than you. But then you went,
yeah, that I actually stood up, straightened my spine for once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we are the same height, really. But for I guess also to whoever just didn't listen to the last episode, I'm moving, and we currently do everything in my apartment. Like Andy said, it's a mess, absolute mess.
It's fine. The studio, if you call it, is still here. It's up.
Mm-hmm.
Not for long though.
No.
But you know what? That's Isaac, baby.
Yeah. And the next episode could literally be us on the floor. So
yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I think that's really funny. Like we'll have like the mics on a box, and we'll be sitting like crisscross applesauce on the floor.
That honestly could have been this episode because there's enough boxes in this room alone that we easily could have done that.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how long we can stand here without our legs getting hurt, or like not getting hurt, but just getting tired.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
My only thing that I have going for me is I do that all day, every day anyway now. So,
which I should be doing it because I have a standing desk. But
how much percentage? Give me a percentage. How much do you use the standing feature on your desk?
You should ask how often I use that desk because I'm usually sitting on the couch. So
what I'm getting is that's about a 0%.
I turned it on today during a meeting. Because like someone was talking about how their doctor told them that they slouch too much like while they're working because their desk sits too low. Mm-hmm. So they said I might get a standing desk. So I turned it on and then it started going up while I was on camera. Mm-hmm. So that's probably been the first time I've used it in months. It's a lot. To me, it's weird. I feel like standing desks are a little weird. Mm-hmm. I think they're
also.
Well, for one, I know a lot of people use like treadmills with them, and I can't do that. I feel like I wouldn't be able to. I'm not coordinated enough to do that.
I'd fall. Yeah. I know they're not like jogging at their desk, but I would fall for sure.
I would start sweating. I would start sweating from like just the smallest.
Just.
Yeah, I would go off mute and I'd be like, so. The data here is
yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Sips of beer at work. Yeah. For sure I would do that. There would be times where whenever I had my standing desk at my work, I would just stand for about 30 minutes and I'd be like, that's enough, and I would immediately get right back down. Sometimes it would be less than that, like maybe 15 minutes, and I would feel like a jackass literally getting up, raising my desk, and then being like, no, this sucks, raising back down. I was good for a while, but then I did 1 week of not doing it, and I was like, this is glorious. I never want to stand again, and then I never used it again.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than like the fact that people walk with it, I also I don't feel comfortable standing like typing. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's weird to me too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm not always typing. I'm just like moving things around on my.
Mm-hmm. You definitely get used to it. You get used to it for sure. But what about talking and standing? That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
Yeah. Honestly, though, now that I'm thinking about it, us standing is probably helping us tremendously.
Yeah, I was waiting to get to that. Yeah,
because at some point we're going to be making some sounds going, oh, because we got subs.
we did.
Andy technically got the subs.
Technically, my roommate got the subs.
Technically, Andy's roommate got the subs, but we got the subs from Penn Station.
We did, and if I know where you're going with this, it's that Penn Station really churns you up.
Oh, for sure. For sure. There's a great chance we're going to have to take an intermission in this episode.
Yeah.
Because I told Andy, well, first I was like, Penn Station, absolutely, because he swears up and down that the Penn Station near him is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I swore up and down that the Penn Station near me is absolute dog shit. Like, I literally think that they just toss bread into a furnace and they just grab animals off the street and use that as their meat. Like,
I think that's what I think I saw a few strays going back and with a few employees.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm sure they butchered that too.
Yeah.
Because it was absolute dog shit the last time I went. And just in general when I order food myself.
Like the dog shit and then they cooked the animal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's awful. But even then they couldn't mix it right because then they added dog shit to a cat. So it just didn't make sense. Yeah. They were awful. So Andy thought I needed a redemption arc or Penn Station needed a redemption arc, really.
It was honestly, this was all my roommate. She was very much, she just said, I really want to get Penn Station. And I know that we've been talking about, like collectively, the four of us have been talking about subs for a while.
Oh.
So honestly, she's the problem. She, like the reason why we go out so much to eat, she's the one who always says, like we could have a full fridge of food and she'll just say, you know what sounds good? Like the day that we go shopping. Like, what? You mean like a chicken breast like we bought today for tonight? It's like, well, that sounds good, but also Olive Garden. Just like really, I could really go for some Olive Garden. And then I'll be like, well, I mean, we did just buy all this food. And then she'll just like, yeah, you're right. Like, and then I know from that point, like, well, this is a battle I'm not winning.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually get a tough shit. We just bought that food. We're not letting it go bad. That's pretty much what I get. And it pretty much ends there.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, and then the real problem is then some days that I just go like, you know what? I think Cane's would be really good. And then she doesn't fight it. Oh. She just says, yeah, that would be good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, we have all this food, but we'll cook it eventually.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the freezer.
How much do you guys waste?
We don't waste very much.
That's
surprising.
wild.
I shouldn't say that. I feel like anytime we get salad stuff, that gets wasted.
Salads suck anyway, so you're not missing much. You're not missing much, and they last like 2 fucking days. Get rid of salads.
That's a really fucking annoying part about salad because sometimes a salad is good. Sometimes you like get some chicken in there, put some good some good
some good
cream
vegetables
in there too. It makes a good salad. But yeah, it's usually the vegetables that go bad pretty quick. Also, a couple weeks ago, she bought strawberries with the intent to make chocolate-covered strawberries, and she just never made them. So those went bad. Those sat in there for a long time.
This fucking guy, I swear. AKA your roommate.
Yeah, I was like,
not
what
you,
do you want
not
from
you,
me?
just
I'm not the one.
Fucking guy.
We also we get there's this is I might throw up.
Yeah, I was saying we talked before about how terrible of an idea this was going to be because we asked each other, do we want to eat food first and then podcast? And then our roommates both were like, I mean, your sandwich is warm. You might as well eat it while it's warm. We needed no more discussion after that.
Yeah.
But like Andy mentioned earlier, we both know what happens when we eat subs, especially Penn Stations.
Well, and you even said before I even left my apartment that like 30 minutes after you eat, you're going to be shitting. You're going to have to take what did you say? You said, I'm going to take like a 30-minute break from the group or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I said I'm going to have to leave the group for about 30 minutes. It's going to be a bloodbath. And that's still accurate.
Yeah.
The group collective has now been the podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, possibly an intermission.
Have you ever thought about how like people in India just like they shit together? Like they just like there's just like some areas in India where they just shit.
I mean, I would say most areas shit.
Well, like
You mean they have
like
a communal shitter?
Yeah, they have like a communal area where they just drop trout. Because like we were talking about this recently, my roommate and I. What?
I've never heard of this before.
I mean, I could look it up, but I have other things that I want to get to.
The communal
as well.
shitter?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that just a giant hole? Like, is it a giant donut?
No, it's like, well, I think it's pretty well known or pretty common that people just like go out on the streets and like just start taking shits.
That's why.
Yeah. Well, and that's why like I love it because like they have to get like they get down low.
Yeah.
And they're like whenever you take a shit out in the wild, you're like your ass is down here and your knees are up here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the optimal way to shit.
No, it is. It is for sure. Whenever I previously worked a job outside, I had to go deep into the woods. And I remember, I can remember as much drinking as I've done. I can remember, oh my God, that sandwich. I can remember I literally got to like a top of a hill and it was like in a valley.
Uh-huh. And you just watched.
I took a shit at the top of that hill into a valley. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was
grand.
It was one of the best shits of my life. Not gonna lie. Even though it was outside, incredible. Mm-hmm. Incredible shit. I don't know. Like you said, it's an optimal shitting stance for sure.
Well, at my old apartment, I had one of those like industrial toilets, the ones that like that are in like, I don't know what like, you know the like the what it looks like. Instead of like having a back to it with like the tank.
Yeah,
it just has like the knob that you crank.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And it sat low, and I felt like I was shitting every single day, sometimes twice, maybe even 3 times. And apparently 3 times is the healthy amount.
Correct.
And
I call bullshit though.
Well, I moved to Columbus, and at first I was having such a hard time. I was taking pills, honestly. I was trying to crank them out.
This is the first time I've heard of it. That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you need one of those squatty potties or whatever the hell
now.
it is.
Yeah. Well, and then I went.
Does that work?
I haven't. It's supposed to, because it's the same kind of thing where you like your knees head up.
Uh-huh.
But I was at my my roommate's parents, and they got a new toilet because they were redoing their bathroom, and it sits like you barely bend your knees. I swear to God, it's like you're standing up and shitting. And like I just ate like a whole like continental breakfast over there, and then I was like, I'm gonna have to shit for sure, like 100%, no doubt about it. Go in there, and I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes, and nothing's happening. Like this is, I'm gonna need to like raise my legs up, like I'm like put them in stirrups so I can take a shit.
It's hurting my stomach. It's literally hurting my stomach. Eddie, I might call intermission. Oh my God.
I'm honestly, I'm kind of feeling it too. You
want to do a group intermission?
No. We can make it. We'll push forward.
Oh my God. Oh, that actually really hurt my stomach laughing like that. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, before we get too sidetracked, what did you have?
Okay. So last week, we talked about the whole going into a sleep study and then sex dreams and like how often people have sex dreams during those. And I tried contacting someone. I didn't know how to. I went on Instagram for sure. I just started with like sleep study, and I found a few accounts that just don't that they don't post anymore. So I was like, that's not going to work. And then I went on to a few websites to do like frequently asked questions. Imagine if that was one of them. How often do people come in their pants while while they're doing one of these.
We're also doing a study.
We're independent.
Yeah, we're an independent company. We're just doing a quick thing.
We film people, which it's funny because I was telling someone that I work with that like the whole same story that I've told you about how much it costs and like the pain in the ass that it's been. And she just said, just get some GoPros and then put them in the corners of your room and just film yourself sleep. And then, but then I thought like, well, no, I even asked, I said, like, have you ever done that? Like, have you ever like filmed yourself sleep? And she said, knowing, no. Has it happened? Maybe. For sure.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There needs to be some follow-up questions there. It's like, wait a minute.
And it just dropped there. I was like, okay, great.
What in the world? Yeah, what the?
So I didn't get anything from like any companies or any people that work there, but I did find, actually my roommate found this one, but I did find another thing that I'll go into. So I have a question for you, and I should have asked this before we went into this. When you hear the term angel of the night, what comes to mind?
First thing that comes to mind is Rhythm of the Night, the song. It was the rhythm of the night. Yeah. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Angel of the Night. That makes me think of like you're dying in your sleep.
That's a little darker, but that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes more sense than what this actually is.
Okay.
So this is what this introduction says. Visitations by the so-called angel of the night, a term originated by a pioneer sexologist.
Stupid.
Nocturnal emissions have often placed young men in awkward and perplexing predicaments when they wake up and find that seminal emissions or wet dreams have occurred. Oh. Yeah. So the angel of the night, which is curious because like I wonder if there's a term for like for sleep paralysis demons. Is it like demon of the night?
I would assume it would be the demon of the night.
Yeah.
Like a polar op. I mean, you're getting your rocks off on the one, so then, the other one would probably be a demon.
You don't know that though. There's a chance.
There's a chance the demon's getting your rocks off too?
Yeah.
Oh
depending on who you are, for sure.
Honestly, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it that way. Some people, do you think there's people out there that love nightmares?
Yeah, I mean, there's people that praise the devil.
That doesn't mean they like nightmares.
Yeah, well, I was going with the point of like, do you think they get their rocks off from the devil?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like they cut their dick.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking like, maybe they do have a little blood in there, but not from their dick.
Yeah, no, they cut their hands and then they go for it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's probably some good lube.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake. What is this episode already?
To go off of that, apparently we talked about like insomnia and we talked about sleep apnea. Apparently sexsomnia exists. Yeah.
Go on.
So this is when someone is asleep but they start to make sexual advances towards someone
without them knowing.
Yes. I feel like this is something that was made up.
I think so. Yeah.
Like imagine like you're laying in bed and then someone with sexsomnia, which I mean it must be a thing.
Yeah.
Like there's articles on it, but is there really? And then someone just starts like making a move on you, and then like you try to wake them up, or you look at them and their eyes are like closed.
That'd be weird.
Yeah. It would turn me off for sure. Or would it?
Yeah. you're like, look, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah. Well, and then, but it's just a weird situation of like when they do wake up like an hour later or something, you're like sitting in the kitchen. They walk into the kitchen like, hey, how'd you sleep? And I said, well, I was fine, but then you tried like you were groping me the whole time. And they were like, oh, what are you talking about? And secretly they're like, it worked. slept.
Yes. Who knew all I needed to do was close my eyes?
Who knew
Yes.
all I had to do was pretend to sleep?
Yeah. If you do a deeper dive in there, I'm sure you could find some just post of like, how can I do this?
Yeah, well, I'm sure, like, I mean, Reddit is a terrible place. We've talked about this before.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like there's definitely some people on there that are like, I pulled it off, dude. I did it. But then, like, there's also, like, the really sad...
The eyes are the key.
Yeah.
The eyes are the key. You really need to sell that you're sleeping.
You know, like, when you make love, you don't look into their eyes. And you don't put a bag over their head. You just close yours and pretend that you're sleeping.
Works every time. Every time. Because it's just like sleepwalking. They don't want to wake you up. They heard that it's bad for
Yeah.
you.
They, like, it's bad if you wake someone from sex. I think
It's brilliant.
this would only I see like so many bad things coming from this.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And like court cases and I'm just trying not to say anything to get us canceled before we even get anywhere with it, but I think
we all know the word.
we all know where we're
yeah. There would be some lawsuits for sure.
Yeah, and it's it's like the
Your fucking eye, dude.
So it's like the Conjuring, the devil made me do it.
God, oh my God.
Like they're in the courtroom and they're just like, I swear to God, I was asleep the whole time. I didn't actually do anything.
I mean, my eyes were closed. I mean, that holds up in court of law, right?
Well, and then like, you know, you get. Have you ever fallen asleep while having sex?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. But I feel like that's something that like someone would, like your partner, whoever it is, would yell at you for.
Oh my God!
But imagine if you fall asleep and you just keep going.
I'd be a god at that point. I would be a god. But hold on. If you would do that though, if you did fall asleep in the middle, but your body kept going, but it was the best time that they've ever had, would you be pissed?
I would be. It's like the same thing of like you have a clone, but like it's like I think it's you can have sex with whoever you want, but your clone, like as soon as you like go to have sex with them, you tag in a clone and you have to watch it.
What the fuck?
You've never heard of that?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, well
before.
then would you do it?
Probably not. I'm very confused by this.
Well, I'm a freak, so I would do it.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think I could do it either. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that just.
I'm sweating. I think I have the meat sweat.
You probably do.
I just realized like I had like a bead of sweat going down.
Well, you know what? We never explained either. We both got the largest sandwich we could get. We both got a fucking large sandwich with every single meat possibility that we could get. And that's why we said that there's probably going to have to be an intermission because like we either need to go outside, which is fucking freezing, by the way, or I mean, we all know what would happen.
What, shitting outside?
Well, no, I just mean in general, we would have to shit. It's either go outside, cool down, or go shit.
Oh, I mean, it's 100% happening. I can definitely feel it, but we're at 24 minutes, so I feel like we can probably knock out another.
We can probably squeak out a few more minutes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. If we get another laughing fit, though, I will shit my pants. I will shit my pants.
I think I'm pretty close anyway.
What I jokingly said before we started, I was like, I think I'm crowning. I think I'm crowning, but you know,
at this point, I am.
Oh my God, I'm peaking for sure. I mean, oh God, what is the closest that you've ever come to shitting your pants?
I feel like I've known this before. It was probably, actually, it was during the beginning of whenever I started going on dates with my roommate. I was living in Cleveland. She lives in Columbus, and it's a 2-hour drive. And I thought, I'm going to, I got to get out of here because like it's 10 o'clock, and I think it was probably like a Friday or Saturday, so it was like I didn't have to work the next day, but I didn't want to be driving too late. So, but I knew at that point I was like, I have to really take a shit, but I don't want to prolong this any longer. And I'm not one of those people that's like, I can't take a shit in my roommate's parents' house or something. I would absolutely do it. So I get on the road, and about 30 minutes in, I'm like both squeezing my cheeks and the tip of my dick to try to hold it from going anywhere. And I think I made it. I finally made it, but like it was like,
did you wait that whole entire time?
Oh yeah, I got home.
Oh my God.
And it was like I didn't even like fully get my pants down, and I was just like really going for it.
Oh my God. I don't know. I would have had to pull off at a gas station.
I just really wanted to get home.
Oh my God.
No way. Like sometimes I just get in that headspace.
But
it's like, I think that what was hurting me more was having to pee though. And also I do this weird thing where I just keep drinking water. Even when when I'm driving, I just like to have water there. And I very much had to pee, but I was just like, I kept going back for the water.
Animal. Pure animal. No fucking way. I think actually I had a very similar situation where, again, I don't like pooping at other people's places. So what I did was, whenever I was dating my roommate at the time, a very, very similar situation happened where like I actually just told her. I was just like, I'm not really feeling that well. And she's like, are you okay? I was like 10 o'clock, not even. And I was like, I'm feeling, my stomach's just killing me. Like, I think I need to go home. And she's like, okay, well, whatever. And like, we're leaving. I'm like, bye.
She's like, okay, that's fine. And then before she even says fine, you're like,
oh, I was out the door.
It's like dust, like just like swirling.
I was out the door, Andy. I got home in 5 minutes. It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes. I was home in 5. I ran through the door. I mean, I about made a cartoon outline in that wall just to get to that bathroom. And it was a buzzer beater for sure. Like it was going around the world. Like I just, oh my God, it was so bad. I actually had another thing too. I have my brother, notorious for shitting.
Okay.
Like he has like weird stomach issues. So like he'd shit constantly. He was out of my parents' house for about 2 years or so now. I'm sitting there playing video games, didn't have to work, sitting there playing video games, whatever. And I have my room was at the very end of the hallway, so I would see down our hallway, and then the bathroom door was like first door to my left. I hear the front door open. Mom and Dad are at work. And then I hear my brother walk in. And I just looked in the hallway and I was like, took off my earpiece. I was like, who the fuck's here? And I just hear, boom, 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 boom. He just looks at me down the hallway. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, I got to take a shit. And just walks right in there. I don't see him for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what is going on? And he just opens up that door after 15 minutes. He goes, I wasn't going to make it to home. Doesn't even close the door. The fucking smell just creeps into me. I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, why did you do this to me? He's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's going to stink. And then just goes home. Just goes home right after that. Didn't even say hi to me. He just says, gotta take a shit, and then just went right to the door.
Well, that's the brother kind of thing. You don't have to acknowledge each other. You just, I'm surprised you even acknowledged him. You just kind of looked in. He looked at you, gave the nod, and he went into the bathroom.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going on? Yeah, it was bad. He did that shit to me all the time, though. There was one time he can never eat blueberry Pop-Tarts because he just...
Is that the same,
it just chaos happens. And we were sitting there driving to school one day, and he had to drive me to school whenever we were going to school at the same time. And one morning he literally got into the truck, got in, went down the road, and we usually turn around at the end of our road, not even like a 1 minute drive. He shits his pants. And I'm just like, oh my God, Jake, that smells horrible. Oh my God. And he's just like, yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm like,
he's just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, Jake, that really smells bad. And he's like, oh, I know it does. And I start trying to roll down the window, and he locked it. He locked it. And I was like, I'm going to throw up. And he's like, he's just laughing so hard. And then I start gagging, and he starts laughing even more. And then I really gagged. And I'm like, ugh. And he was like, oh my God, you're actually going to throw up. And he like hurry up and like unlocks it so I could roll down the window. I almost threw up on my brother's truck from him doing that.
And he like legitimately shit himself, or he just like farted so bad.
It was so bad that I literally, there's no way he did not shit himself. There's no way he didn't have skid marks.
Well, this is a very interesting little situation here, because I have something to add, and
Okay.
you know what it is. It's the fact that I've been recording my farts.
Have we not talked about that?
We have not talked about
that.
this.
You know what? That's a perfect way to end up this podcast.
I think the just for a little sample or an idea, the inspiration to this podcast, someone that we both have watched years and years of, he has a podcast, or at least from my perspective, the inspiration. He started recording his farts, and I thought that was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do it until like he did like years ago, and then I just started doing it. But I was doing it because I've gotten very comfortable around my roommate,
Mm-hmm.
and I've just started letting him go. And a few times, like, we've been laying in bed, and like I've done it, and not like it was before I even started recording them, and she would just be like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Like, why? Like, oh my God." And then like 10 seconds go by, and then she just goes, "Wah! Wah!" Like legitimately starts gagging. And like it's the gags that I wish I had recorded, because it's like it's visceral. Like it's not even like that she's pretending. Like it's very much like,
Can we get that on a t-shirt? It's the gags I wish I recorded. Oh my God.
okay. And I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our intermission and the episode there, because I feel like it's
You can't go anymore.
I can't. All right. Well,
What a crescendo to this apartment.
yeah. Great way to end it.
Oh my God. You didn't even get anywhere near finishing your story.
That's it. This is as far as I was gonna go. We'll see you in the next episode in the next apartment.
Couldn't even finish.
What story? I don't even remember. Like just the story of like
Just the whole like timeline of you shitting your pants.
What do you mean?
Oh my God. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Shitting my pants? I never shat my pants.
No, on Snapchat.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna go into that.
Oh, I mean, I guess okay. I'll
Oh my God.
I'll touch on that very briefly. So before I.
Oh my God. I thought we were done.
Oh, okay.
No, we're done.
Okay.
I'm already ready to go. I'm already ready to go. I'm ending it.